This Tuesday, Nigeria faced Tanzania in AFCON 2025, but it's not just a game. In this video, we'll show how Super Eagles will control the midfield, break down their defense, and impose their style. But before we dive into this gargantuan AFCON preview, if you are new here, welcome to the channel. But if you have been following me for a while, you know the drills. Help your boy get to that 10k subscriber mark, and make sure you like the video and drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let's dive into it. This is match day 1, Group C, and for us it's about setting the tone. Nigeria, Tunisia, Uganda, Tanzania. That's the group. The top 2 qualifies automatically, and even the best 4 third place team can sneak through. On paper, Nigerians already know the narrative already. Tunisia and Nigeria are expected to take the top 2 spots, but football doesn't care about expectation. One slip, one surprise, and the group flips on its head. And that's why the opener matters. We are not just playing Tanzania, we are playing momentum, perception, and pressure. A win here doesn't just give us 3 points, it puts us top of the standing, sends a message to the rest of the group, and immediately eases the pathway. Anything less and suddenly we are inviting chaos into a group we should be controlling. Now flip it to Tanzania perspective. They need points. Their ex-coach has been very honest about it. The target is at least 4 points from the group. That tells you everything. Even a draw against us will be massive for them. Not just emotionally but mathematically. A point here keeps them alive for one of the best third place slots, especially with Uganda still to come. So while we are thinking about dominance, they are thinking about survival. Tanzania head coach Morocco summed it up perfectly. He called Nigeria a full attacking talent and lethal creativity, and one that will punish them even smallest lapses in concentration. That's respect, but also warning to his ex-players. But here is where we have to be honest with ourselves, because form don't lie. Nigeria comes into this tournament in a strong place. The decent record under Eric Chelle speaks for itself. You have beaten Benin 4-0, Lesotho 2-1, Gabon 4-1 after extra time, and held South Africa to a draw. 8 wins, 2 draws, 1 losses in 11 games. That's not hype, that's consistency. Yes, there was a friendly loss to Egypt, but context matters. Friendly fades, competitive match don't. Compare that to Tanzania. They have struggled to win in months. Losses to Senegal, Burkina Faso, Kenya, draw with South Africa, and that alarming collapse against Kuwait, where they threw away a 2-0 lead and conceded 4. That's not just a defeat, that's psychological scar. They qualified for AFCON by the tiniest margin, a 1-0 aggregate win over Guinea. Efficient, yes. Convincing, not quite. And when you talk about this fixture, history is clear. Nigeria dominated the matchup, not slightly, but completely. These two nations has met 8 times since 1973. The record is brutal. From Tanzania's perspective, 5 Nigerian wins, 3 draws, 0 losses. They have never beaten us, not once, not in a friendly, not in a qualifier, not even in AFCON. The only points Tanzania has taken off Nigeria comes via draws, and even those were rare moments. The most notable was the 0-0 draw at the 2015 AFCON group stage, a game where they defended deep and survived. Outside that, the story has been control and dominance from Nigeria, including a 1-0 win in 2016 that followed the same similar script: patience, pressure, and eventually finding a way through. So when we say Nigeria has the historical upper hand, it's not an opinion, it's a fact. But here is the danger. History doesn't win games, mentality does. For Tanzania, this record is a motivation. For us, it's expectation. And expectation can either sharpen you or weigh you down. And that's why this opener isn't about reminding ourselves we are better. It's about playing it. Because if we approach this with familiarity, we invite frustration. But if we combine our quality with intensity from minute 1, history suggests the same outcome we have seen time and time again. Before we talk about tactics, before we talk about formation or matchup, we have to talk about who Eric Chelle has taken to AFCON 2025. Because this squad tells a story. This is the Super Eagles call-up. It's a mixture of experience, continuity, and bold decision. In goal, we have got Stanley Nwabali, Francis Uzoho, Amos Obaseki. Nwabali remains the number 1. Calm, commanding, trusted. Uzoho brings tournament experience, while Obaseki completes the group as a solid domestic option. No surprises here, stability over experimentation. In defense, Eric Chelle has gone for balance. Kevin Bassey, Zaidu Sanusi, Shemi Ajayi, Bruno Emechi, Ego Ogbu, Chidozia Uziem, Bright Osai Samuel, and Ryan Orobosi. This is a functional defensive unit. Bassey gives us physical dominance and versatility. Shemi Ajayi brings experience. Osimhen Ogbu offers depth centrally. Osayi Samuel gives us energy down the flank. And then there's Ryan Aroboso, one of the few new egos. He writes back from Blackburn Rovers, athletic, modern, fearless. This is Eric Chelle signaling that competition is real and reputation alone won't carry you. Midfield is where the squad gets interesting. Wilfred Ndidi, Frank Oyeka, Fesayodele Bashuru, Mohamed Usman, Alex Iwobi, Ebenezer Akinsomiro, Raphael Oyedika, Tochukwu Nnadi. And let's pause there because this is where the biggest statement is. Wilfred Ndidi is not just in the squad, he's the captain. With William True's AFCON shock retirement from international football, Eric Chelle had a decision to make. He handed the armband to Ndidi, with Simon and Alex Iwobi as deputies. That tells you what kind of team this is going to be. Leadership, work rate and accountability. We also see Eric Chelle leaning into youth and depth. Akinsomiro, owned by Inter Milan, currently on loan at Pesa, is one of the future. Tochukwu Nnadi and Usman are fresh faces, players most Nigerians won't know well yet, but Eric Chelle clearly sees something in them. This midfield isn't just about flair fest, it's about control. And up front, the firepower is obvious. Ademola Lookman, Victor Osimhen, Akor Adams, Samuel Chukwueze, Seredesi, Moses Simon, Chidera Ejuke, Paul Anuachu, and Selim Fagu. Osimhen is the reference point, the leader of the line, the emotional engine. Lookman brings efficiency, Simon brings chaos. Chukwueze gives us unpredictability. Paul Anuachu offers a plan B. Desi gives us squad. This forward is built to solve different problems. But like every squad, there are stories who didn't make it. And this one hurts. William True's AFCON retirement came as a shock. A leader, a pillar, gone. Benjamin Fredericks, one of the most promising young centre-back, is ruled out with a knee injury. Then there are the omissions. Olaino, Felix Agu, Chrysanthus Uche, Tolu Arekodare. And the biggest talking point of them all, Naduko Koe dropped. For many Nigerians, that's the headline. The absence sparked debate. Add that to Benjamin Fredericks' injury, and suddenly this squad feels like the end of an era and the start of a new one. This is Eric Chelle Nigeria now. No safety net, just choices. And as we head into matchday one, this squad isn't just representing Nigeria, it's defining what the Super Eagles is becoming. Now let's talk about what we are actually coming up against. Tanzania under the new leadership of Miguel Gamandi, who has taken over, succeeding Hemel Morocco Silma. But the philosophy hasn't changed much. If anything, we are sharper. Balance, discipline, and defensive solidarity. That's the foundation of everything they do. The preparation has been built around intensity and organization. This is not just a team coming to outplay Nigeria. They know the gap in quality. The plan is clear. Stay compact, defend in numbers, and wait for a moment to break. And even though Osimhen has moved on, his message still hangs over this squad. At least 4 points. Clean sheet as benchmarks of success. That mentality is still baked into this group. Tanzania are not chasing style points, they are chasing survival. The vocal point is obvious. Mawana Satama is the captain, the talisman, the reference point, more than just a striker. He's the emotional leader of the team. When Tanzania leads believe, they look to Satama. When they counter, he's the outlet. When they're under pressure, he's the one buying fouls, holding up the ball and giving them breathing space. Gamadi's squad is largely domestically based, and that's intentional. This is a group built on familiarity and collective identity, rather than individual style. They move together, suffer together, and defend together. But there is a crack: concentration. We have seen it before, and it has cost them badly. In November, they somehow threw away a 2-0 lead and lost 4-3 to Kuwait. A complete second half collapse. That wasn't about tactics, that was about focus, game management and mental resilience. And that's where Nigeria can hurt them. If you keep the tempo high, move the ball quickly and force them to defend for a long stretch, those lapses will come. The longer we sustain pressure, the more likely they are to switch off. Even for a second, and against us, a second is all it takes. So make no mistake, Tanzania will try to frustrate us, they will slow the game down, they will try to drag us into physical, sloppy battle. But if we stay patient, stay sharp and stay ruthless, their discipline will be tested. But now moving on, let's talk about how I see Eric Chelle lining up against Tanzania. I'm going with a 4-1-3-2 formation. And here is why I think this is the starting formation. In goal, Stanley Wabali. Simple, no competition, he's calm, commanding, and our undisputed number one. Easy call. At right back, I will go with Bright Osayi Samuel. With no Olaino and Felix Agu in the squad. He is the obvious choice. He's dynamic, fast, capable going forward, though we know he can be error prone, so he needs to be sharp. At the heart of the defense is Kevin Bassey and Semi Ajayi. With Benjamin Frederick injured and Truss Ekong retired, these two are the natural option. Bassey brings pace, versatility, Ajayi brings experience and area dominance. Solid, reliable and balanced. Left back Zaidu Sanusi, form player, no debate, he starts every day. Midfield, Wilfred Ndidi sits as the lone six, screening, breaking up play, distributing, is the anchor we need to keep this team balanced. In creative role, Alex Iwobi in the 10. Nigerians know he's our spark, the link between midfield and attack. His vision and movement will be vital in breaking down Tanzania compact low block. And as for the wingers, Samuel Chukwueze on the right, Ademola Lookman on the left. Chukwueze has been delivering assists at Fulham, and we expect him to replicate that for us. Lookman is in form, and one of our most important attacking weapons. His pace and ability to cut inside will be key. Up front is the strike partnership of Victor Osimhen and Akor. Two strikers who complement each other beautifully. Osimhen's speed, finishing, Akor physicality, hold up play, expect them to create chances for each other and keep the Tanzania defense under constant pressure. So Nigerians, my prediction, I'll be going with a 2-0 win. We have the quality, the momentum and the firepower to dominate this opener. And with that said, that's the end of the video, my friends. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Go be.